Hey, what's going on? It's Boss Britt, the most lit.
What's up, it's your girl DJ eXeL.
And this is
the No Homo Show,
where everything we talk about
is homo as f***.
Gay, 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 gay. Hey, make sure y'all like, subscribe, and comment.
Listen, also, if you are not listening to us, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts or Spotify Podcasts, or you can just watch us on YouTube because we outside.
Facts. I like your shirt, man.
You know what? I was going to compliment your shirt.
Y'all see what's going on, man. Hey, we got that new merch on the way.
Because you know what? We prefer
coochie. Is it going to be out by the time we drop this episode? It needs to be out.
Yeah, it's going to be on our website
so go on our website right now, thenohomoshow.com. Get y'all merch. We got beyond just what we got on right here today. So make sure y'all support some gay people.
And if you prefer coochie, let them know.
Facts.
And we got some baddies on the shirt, baddies.
Okay, they thick too.
Okay.
They wet. Okay.
All right.
But we're here today with a special episode. I'm going to go ahead and let our guest, our very special guest, introduce yourself. Let them know who you are and what you do.
Me? Yo, what's up, everybody? It's MK XYZ. You already know what it is. I'm a singer, actress, part-time sugar baby. You feel me? Like, we here, No Homo Show. Let's get it poppin', y'all. We here.
Yeah,
she did an introduction like she was like, it was like a dating show. Like,
right. Put me on.
Hey, yo, part-time sugar baby is crazy.
Yeah.
Nah, but welcome to the show, man. Look, MK was literally our very first guest of the No Homo Show.
Y'all don't even know.
When we first started.
Man.
So it feels good to be back here.
Officially.
Yeah.
This was coming out. The audio's good.
It's dropping.
Yeah.
Yes.
This is
All right.
good. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
not for nothing. Like, I know we just celebrated our 1 year anniversary, but we did this about 3 years ago with her.
Literally 3 years ago.
That's wild.
That's
so
wild.
thank
Long
you for
overdue.
keep fucking with us on your glow up. You know what I'm saying? We trying to catch up. You know what I'm saying?
You know y'all done see me through 4 different hairstyles.
Facts.
We did.
And killed them all.
Undercut.
And you still, you
And
know
now
what I
we
mean?
here.
Yeah.
When we did the show originally, I had my MO like long jet
Damn,
black.
I don't even remember.
Facts.
I look
so
like
long
eXeL.
ago.
I was looking at the pictures earlier.
I look like you. Just no
Okay.
braids.
Okay.
I gotta get my bundles back.
Yeah,
though.
you was
Okay. Period. All right, well, look, we're going to start with a little game today.
Oh shit.
It's called Skittles and Riddles, all right? You got to pick one of the Skittles out of the bag.
Okay.
And if you get the answer to the riddle wrong, you got to take a sip of that there cup that's on that side of
Y'all
over
niggas
there.
got beer
Hey.
beer pong. Shit.
Don't be blaming us if our artists, you know what I mean, if our guests get a little lit. It's not our fault.
Oh shit! I would grab a purple one. But
That's
why
your
is it
favorite
empty
color?
though? Why is it empty though?
Open it.
Something's empty.
Alright.
All right. Hey, read me that
I
number
got a
two so we
purple
can get our grade scale out.
Hold up, but you can't look yet.
I got.
Oh, okay, I got a guess too.
I got number 2.
Number 2, okay.
I just looked at the number.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do I read it?
Yeah, read it to
Ah
us.
shit. Okay. What's a lesbian's favorite weapon?
A lesbian's
It's
favorite
supposed
weapon.
to be a joke, like knock knock.
Yeah, it's a riddle.
It's a riddle. I don't know it. We don't know it neither. So we're trying.
Strap on.
A strap on?
Strap.
That's what I was gonna say.
The gat.
Why you say it
Don't
first?
say. Don't.
Britt,
Oh, my bad.
I was gonna say strap on.
I don't think she was
the
gonna
strap, like,
Yeah, the
they
strap.
strap.
Yeah.
it's a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The 2-in-1 is crazy though.
Did I get it wrong?
I don't know, but just saying it's a 2-in-1 is crazy. What is it?
This corny. You want another answer?
Give me. Yeah, what is it?
Finger guns. The fuck is a finger gun?
Who wrote it?
I don't know who
My
wrote
New
it.
York dude, he know he kept that in the sock when he
Who
was
wrote it?
going
He
in the
said,
club.
"Pop, pop." But
That's a
whoever
little
called it
finger
a finger
guns.
gun?
Do they call it finger guns? Is that okay?
The strap made sense because
The strap would have been better, right?
your weapon, but it's also
We might have to go in and change some of these answers to fit.
that I thought that
To
was the
fit
answer
urban
for real.
urban culture.
Yeah, because what the fuck is a finger gun?
All right, we got a drink.
That's why I'll
I'm
drink
sorry.
up.
I'm gonna just drink because it's right here though.
Okay.
No, you got it wrong. Yeah.
What's up, ladies? We are headed to Cancun, Mexico for my dog boss Britt's birthday and a whole lesbian takeover in Cancun. We want to invite y'all out on vacation with us, and we also will be having a live No Homo show. For more information, make sure you go to mostlitweekend.com because we outside.
All right, MK, well, let's get into some gay shit. Whole lot of gay shit.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Gay.
So the way that we start the show off is with your coming out story. So please let the world know how was coming out the closet for MK XYZ.
You mean how I let them in? I ain't
Oh,
come out.
period. Okay, period.
I ain't come out. I stole that though. That's not original. But how I let them in. So the craziest part, like, so I came out at 14. I recently just said this for the first time ever, but I had fell in love with my teacher. So I was a freshman in high school, and there was a teacher there. This is actually really like a traumatizing story for me that I am still at now 25 going on 26 working through, because it definitely just, it fuck with me. I'm not gonna hold you.
But you're probably not the only one. So
no, I'm not, which is why I chose to say
Yeah.
it. For a long time, I wasn't comfortable with it. I was very insecure about it, just because, like, I felt very validated in my feelings being a young kid, and I think a lot of adults were like, you know, this is all that, like, it was a bunch of rah, and I just needed help. I just needed guidance. I just needed a lot more patience and love. No, it was for real. Like it, school board was involved, whole nine.
Break down the story. Come on.
So, like I went to a type of school, no names, but I went to a type of school where you pretty much, you're doing college and high school at the same time. You graduate with your degree.
She is Bubba.
And
Smart.
basically, it was a small school, and you had to, like, you don't do a lottery to get in, but the application process was real thorough. Like, I had to write essays, I had to get recommendations, I had to make a grade, a certain GPA, all this type of shit. Anyway, like, 42 get selected out of 300. So I was one of those people for that class. So, like, the total school was, like, real small. I was smart as fuck.
Okay.
And don't look at me like
Why
that.
you saying was? Why you saying was though? Like, yeah,
I still am. Present
Nah.
day. Present day. Like, I graduated magna cum laude high school.
Okay, I can't even say that word. Magna cum laude.
However,
Beta Phi,
I should have known. Magnum. Like, I should have known what I was working
Okay.
with.
I see what you did there.
But no, like, it was only like a small staff, so it was real intimate.
Yeah.
The perfect fucking setup for you to fall in love with somebody. But I was super, like, not with the shits. There wasn't really any queer people at the school. Like, I didn't really know what that looked like. I had, like, my mom had, like, gay guy friends growing up, but I never had any, like, examples, yada yada yada.
Right.
So me going to school, paying no attention, but everybody used to be like, oh, MK, like, you just, are you gay? Because you give off gay vibes. And I'm like, I really, nah. Like, I would be saying, like, I'm strictly dickly, knowing damn well I ain't never had no dick in my life.
Dickly.
Like, I didn't even know what that was, but I was just so,
That's
like,
funny. I do feel like young people say I'm strictly dickly.
Strictly dickly.
they ain't never had nothing.
Yeah.
Like, talking. Like, I didn't even know. But anyway, I developed, like, a relationship with all the students developed relationships with the teachers. Like, they would pick them up, they would text them, they would take them home. It was extremely intimate, because the type of course load that they used to, like, once we all got accepted and we had, like, the orientation, they were telling our parents, like, this is a very, very rigorous, like, this was the first of its kind type of school in, like, the state, like, in North Carolina. They were like, this is the only type of school that's out here. This is a test trial. So we really, like, this is going to be a lot on your kids. We really want to be there to support. So it's, they were saying up front, like, they prefaced it with, this is going to be out of the norm all the way through and through. The way the staff works, the way, like, we did a camp together before we all started school, teachers included.
Wow.
And so I met her there. And then
camp.
she was just like like everybody loved her. You know, there's always that one teacher that everybody, like, just loved.
There's always
She was
that
one. She was one that I just, like, absolutely, like, I was like, at first I thought, I was like, she's kind of mean. She looks scary, like, whatever. But we ended up bonding, just in struggling through, like, what it means to grow up, being an adolescent, whatever that means, and just, like, figuring myself out. She was always there. She was always present. And then I struggled a lot, like, with different subjects. I wasn't the most, like, I've always been a creative, right? So going into a school where it's all academics, there was no sports. We had no sports at the school.
Damn.
It was super
Just
intense.
education.
Yeah.
She just showed up and she was present, and so obviously I definitely allowed that to carry me into places where I shouldn't have been. And me being young, like, you're looking up to somebody, you have never had that type of intention, just somebody that's looking out for you and actually being a good person. And I was, like, the aggressor in a lot of the ways, but, you know, now being an adult, looking back on everything, it was like, okay, like, there's clearly a lot of things that were inappropriate. A lot of people, like, thought we had a relationship, And I was
at
like,
the school, they
yeah,
thought.
a lot of you, even the staff, like y'all grown as fuck. Y'all
Wow.
thought we had a relationship, and a lot of people kept it hush hush. They were like,
Yeah.
you know, you gotta like follow the rules, da.
Yeah.
And I'm like, am I?
Okay.
What were y'all doing that made them feel a little suspect? Like, what y'all got
Holding
going on?
hands?
Holding hands?
Bro, like there was stuff that it didn't click into my adulthood where I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I really like shit was really left for me. Like
That's
no,
crazy.
like but it really fucked my head up because
Yeah.
even like I was developing, like at the time, like I wasn't religious, but I was like seeking out a relationship. You're seeking out, like you're trying to figure yourself out when
Right,
you're
right, right.
freshman.
Right.
You know, freshman in high school, like you're trying to figure yourself out. You're trying to figure out like where you know, who are you? Who do you want to be moving forward? Because
Yeah.
now it's about your decision making. And the whole school's motto was like, we're gonna treat your kid like an adult. Like I know it's a high school, but we're treating you like adults. What? You can leave school, get some food, come back. We had hour breaks. It wasn't traditional. We didn't have lockers. We didn't have none of that. Everybody drove to school, took whips. They had like, it was like,
Damn.
so obviously when you're in that kind of environment, it's going to breed something that's like
Different.
different. And
Yeah.
it was definitely different. It was
Okay.
definitely different.
All right. So for detailed purposes, like
We need more context.
yeah, what was like her age?
She had to be, she had to be like, I say like 27, 28.
Cause I ain't gonna lie, like high school is kind of different. Cause it really do be only like an 8-year gap sometimes. Okay.
That ain't no 8-year.
No, not
She
gonna
like
lie. You could be
27,
17 and somebody could be 24 teaching
Yeah.
you. Like you could be attracted to
But
that.
they
Right,
like
right,
all of the
right.
new staff, all of the teachers, they were in their
28 that old
20s.
either.
They were like 24, 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
so,
they all young, they fresh out of college.
So she
Got
was
you.
with it as well.
So here's the tea, and this is the part that felt like low key, like, all right, you playing with me, because in private conversation and texting, it was like way more intimate than when we're obviously at the place of work, at the place of business.
Right.
But then when it
School
came
is our
down
place
to
of
it,
work.
okay,
You
no, because
funny.
that was what it was. They treat me like an adult nigga. That was work. But
clocking
no,
in,
like,
Fucking in. Hell yeah.
right, like, but what, like, it was just, yeah, like, she would be saying, like, I'd be like, yo, like, I know this is super, I would be straight up, I know this shit inappropriate, but I just
Yeah.
want to know, like, what are you really, like, what's really tea? Because you don't say I love you to your students. Like, I don't know,
Right.
like, there's just a lot of shit you don't say to your students. There's a lot of shit you don't do with your students.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And obviously me in that space being like head over heels and having tunnel vision, I'm not thinking like anything's wrong with it. Like, I'm not
Right.
thinking anything's wrong with it. I'm like, I like you. Like, I'll make you my wife. I don't give a fuck if you're 28 and got a house and a mortgage, nigga. Like,
I'm about to graduate college at 16.
And
I'm
what?
at advanced college preparatory school. I'll be out next year.
but I was talking
Okay.
like that. I was
Yeah.
like, bro, let me turn 18 real quick. Like, got a whole 3 years of my life, graduation, prom, all that.
Damn.
Yeah.
My high school life wasn't normal after that, though, because essentially what happened was I was just really, when I decided to come out, I came out that year.
Okay.
I ended up coming out that year.
Yeah.
And then she was the first person I came out to. And I said, hey, like, all the students keep telling me, like, I'm gay. Like, I don't even know what that looks like. And I assumed that maybe she knew.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at the person that who's your mentor, the closest person to you. Like, I
Right.
mean, you would know. I trust you. I feel like you wouldn't steer me wrong.
Yeah.
So I'm like asking her. She was like, I don't know. That's something you got to figure out. You got to think about it. That's a you decision. So of course, like, I don't know anything about it, but I'm Googling. I'm on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
What you
doing all
typing
the.
in? What is gay?
No, how to know?
How do I know if
How
I'm
do
gay?
you know if you're gay?
What was coming up? Do you remember? I'm just curious.
What? It
Now I
was
wanna
a lot
Google
of
this
like. You know who was the earliest, fun facts, the earliest YouTuber who I clung to? Amber's Closet was one
That's
of the first
what's up.
people.
Big ups to
Who's
Amber's
now
Closet.
a friend.
Yeah, that's
it's so
lit.
full
That's
circle.
dope.
But Amber's Closet was the first person I watched because I was like getting to see her in the closet in fashion because I didn't know how to, like, you know, I'm trying to figure this shit out. And then also seeing her in a relationship, like me and my girl doing stuff, yada, yada, yada. I was like, oh, this is cute. Like, you know what I mean? But that was like the earliest examples. And then there was a couple of like bisexual students on campus, but they
Yeah.
were like, you know, I just play around, but, you know, I'm gonna marry a man type shit. Like, that's the type of time they were on. So I was like, okay,
Got
this is
you.
not the full, this is not a great full representation of what it looks like.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but I realized in me, like, figuring this out, I was like, is the feelings that I'm having the language Like, is that me recognizing that I have feelings for her or whatever? So I told her. I went to the teacher. I told her.
Told her you got
She's
feelings
like,
for
I
her?
got to see you after class. So I come to her after class.
Fuck you. What? The fuck going on?
I come to her.
You good? Your story getting juicy.
Girl, I'm trying to
So I have so much
see.
shit.
Did you take flowers?
Nah, I didn't give a fuck about that. I am a flower.
Okay, period.
Bouquet. I was throwing myself at her. Like, for real.
was the bouquet?
She said, I want to see you after class. I said, all right.
Yeah.
I come after class. She was like, it was a real conversation.
Yeah.
I'm sitting here not really. We had a real conversation. She was like, Michaela, I love my job so much. I love my students. I work really hard to get here. And I was like, that's cute. Like, no, I was being respectful. I was like, I understand. But I was like, I still like you, though. Like,
Right.
I can't
So what
magically
did
make
she
that go away.
say?
But
Look.
she was just like, I just need you to know that. And I'm like, she ain't give me no clear answer on nothing. That's all I
See?
know.
That
But
is.
I was real, like, me when I like was coming out was way more aggressive than the woman that I am now. Like, I feel like I was, and even at the time, like, I had no knowledge of like the different categories at the time when they were more present. Like, it wasn't just queer to me. It was like, okay, am I a stud? Am I a STEM? Am I a femme? What am I?
Right.
You know what I mean? And then on top of that, before I even told her like I think I'm gay, I thought I was trans for a long time. Like, that was my first like real, like, it wasn't like, oh, am I a lesbian? It was like, am I trans? Because I just felt so masculine. Like, and I was really like forcing myself to think in my childhood. Like, I would be packing my little gym shorts that I had, my little Sophies. I would be packing them. If my mom had a wig business, I'd be cutting them. And I'd be wearing my hair
You giving
short.
them shape ups?
What? On myself, like, because I was just like, I don't know what it was. I just loved emulating masculinity when I was a kid. And I was like, okay, but do I want to be a man? But then as I, like, once you get to high school, you know, girls start getting a little cattier, get a little attitude,
Yeah.
get a little this, get a little that. And I was just like, yeah, I fit right in. I ain't trans.
Yeah, and we actually talked to some people, like, you're probably like the
What?
third person that said, like, while trying to like find yourself, you really thought like, am I trans? But then you
Oh, yeah.
realize like you're not. And I think that's important to say, like, and for like the trans community, like, I cannot relate like how you guys think, but it is like, take your time with it, because a lot of people have thought they was trans and decided they weren't, you know. So like actually transitioning and
I
maybe
wanted to.
regretting it later.
I wanted to.
And that's somebody we should probably interview too, like, because I'm sure has been people that have regretted it. But what made you realize you weren't? Just because the girls, you just realized, like,
I think a couple things. It's like, I'm the youngest person that I know to come out at the age that I did. Resources, like, when I first started looking up research in terms of what it means, like, okay, I wanted to transition. Like, I was looking up, how do they transition? How is top and bottom surgery performed? How much is that? And I was like, okay, as I was thinking as those things, as time was passing and I was having real life high school experiences, I realized that there's a lot of my cisgendered femininity that I felt aligned with. I was like, okay, like, I like the woman that I'm growing into, you know what I mean? Like, the cis woman that I'm growing into, I like what that looks like. I like what that feels like. Like, I like the power in that, in the way that I found it. And at the time, early, like, I wasn't all the way comfortable, but I know that I liked it. And that's what made me so hesitant. You know what I mean? But I do have, like, one of my closest friends who was actually my professor in women and gender studies. He actually lives here. It's so funny. He teaches at Georgia State, but he identified lesbian. Now he is a gay non-binary.
The fuck?
why we both do
He
that?
identifies.
No, like I'm saying, like, he was lesbian and then later on in life he transitioned. So he's,
okay.
Okay, all right, yeah, you
Got
fucked
you.
your
I
head
was
up.
like, wow, I never heard of a straight man being like, yo, I'm lesbian.
Because, no, straight men say that all the
They
time.
be saying that, but I ain't never been nobody like firm on that
gay,
shit. Like, yo,
non-binary
Okay.
trans man.
Okay, got you.
So,
You fucked us
but
up.
yeah, facts. I was like, damn, that's bad.
But he always says, you know, we have very similar journeys. Like he
Wow.
said he was lesbian he identified as lesbian for a while and then
Right.
he transitioned during the time that he was teaching our class. So he's
wow.
super dope person. But just in that space, I was like, I could also, like, you never know. I always feel like, for me, like I always say, I'm just an evolutionary person. Like, I don't know if at 30, 35, like, I might decide, like, it's all up in the air.
Yeah.
I just like to experience life.
Nah, I think that's big because like even if you are lesbian and you're thinking about it, like we be finding ourselves, you know what I mean? It's okay, and sometimes people feel they don't want to express it or something, but that's why it's dope to have people like y'all. But I know you did say that it went to the school committee and stuff.
It went to the
like,
school
how
board.
Did that, like, what happened?
Let me tell you what the fuck happened, bro. So
You
part of
wrote
the
a love
reason,
letter.
all of my stories are in tandem. So it was me coming out, but it's also me being in a small school, struggling there, like trying to make friends. Like it's literally like if we all went to school with 200 people, you know everybody.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? Like you know everybody's business, everybody's background. It was super like diverse group of students. And it was just like, I got depressed. Like, I'm in high school. I'm trying to find myself. I don't have anybody to, like, I don't want to talk about it yet because I don't know. Mm-hmm. And I'm the kind of person, even to this day, like, unless I'm sure something, I don't want to speak on something.
Yeah.
I just be like, I'm not sure. That's kind of where I stand with things. So I didn't want to tell my family yet because I'm like, I don't even know. Like, I felt like if it was something that I felt really comfortable about, knowledgeable about, and I felt like this is from me and this is coming through me, this is coming through my spirit, this is, like, where I'm at, then I'm gonna say something. Right. But obviously I'm bottling all that shit up, and then I'm talking to the teacher about it, and I'm realizing I'd rather be at school than at home because I'm sharing the information. That's where my comfort is. Yeah. I'm not really talking to the other students because I'm like obsessed with at this point. I'm like, everything you do is like fire. Like I just want to be there, whatever. We spent lunches together. We would go on trips. Like she came to my birthday party. Like it was super intimate. That was your girlfriend. She did that with every other student. So
was it just you?
Nobody's thinking nothing of it because like she going to like she'll pick like all the like there would be some kids who couldn't get like because it was a special school. They didn't have buses or anything like that. So all the kids would have to like you have to find your way. You making your way through the high school. So she would provide a way. Like I'm telling you, like she was doing the most for students. And you know me, I'm looking like. That's so sweet. I'm simping, like, and she's caring, like, I'm fucking going down the list. So it's just like, it got to a point where I was just like, I couldn't even fucking hide it. But when I was going through my depression, that's where shit started getting murky because the first time I ever experienced depression was pretty much like,
you said, hold on.
I said, hell shit.
She's singing now. Come on, don't
Oh no, you good.
But you from New York, you know what I mean?
New York, I'm Millie Rock. Like like I like going through depression. I essentially lost it. And I got close to. So they used to have, like, they would have guest speakers, different stuff like that. Every Friday, they would have what's called like a family circle type thing at the school. So just to check in because it was we're the first class, like first of our kind. They would have fucking. They would like bring the mayor to come speak and check in. Damn. They would have. My school had poverty simulations. They would have things that made us bond. Yeah. And every week we were getting closer and closer and closer. So one day they brought this poet, this spoken word artist, to the like our community center thing, whatever. And they had all the students come out. And then this lady spoke and she was like, everybody was in tears at the end of her performance. And she goes, if any of y'all are going through anything right now, here's my card. I want y'all to know there's nothing that y'all can't overcome. Like, your secret's safe with me. So obviously,
you was like,
what? I'm going up to her and I'm like, I really, really love your poem. I love what you had to say. Definitely would love to connect with you, like, if you're open. And she said, yeah. So I start talking to her. Me being young, I'm telling her everything.
Damn, about the teacher and everything.
I tell her everything.
Ooh.
Everything. I told her like that I was like I had suicidal thoughts. Like I told her I was like I don't know what my purpose here. I don't know what I'm doing. Like, and I'm questioning my sexuality. There's so much going on. She sends every single message in detail in a stack of papers to my principal.
Secret saved my ass.
No, I have a lot of betrayal trauma, and this is where it starts.
So, like, even as a social worker, you are mandated to report things that harm if you're harming yourself or someone else.
Right.
So that is an ethical,
Yeah, but I would understand, like, telling them, like, hey, like, I would check on her mental health. But the stuff that I was saying, like,
she shared it all.
She shared it from the angle of the teacher, not from the angle of she's going through it. But let me tell you where it gets fucked up. This gets worse. So they send it in on the day of the teacher's birthday. The day of the teacher's birthday. They call me out of, I'm in a college class. So our high school was on a college campus.
Yeah.
They asked me to, like, one of the liaisons are like, Michaela, they need you in the front office. And I said, strange, odd. My spirit doesn't feel right. I get to the office, it's them, the counselor, the dean of students, the principal, and I just see the stack of papers on the desk, and they're like, they got a highlighter in their hands. Like,
They put a
I said,
Rico
I was
against your
like,
ass.
I was like, y'all wanted to see me, and they were like, close the door, and then have a seat. So I have a seat. I said, fuck. Like, I just knew.
That's wild.
It connected because I saw the screenshot of the app that I used to text her, and it was
Damn,
the
you
app.
was
Like,
sneaky.
it was literally like, think about if like y'all whole message thread was on
Right.
paper.
That's crazy.
So they start reading it. So here's
Hey, yo, because I know.
but
Yeah.
they start reading it to me page by page.
Wow.
And they were like, they asked me about my family. They asked me like how many times I have had suicidal thoughts. Like, am I engaging in sexual relations with the teacher? Like, just super
Oh, that's right.
invasive.
But were your
questions.
parents there? So they were asking you this without your
Oh,
parents?
not to mention they called them up there, so they were on the way.
Okay.
That's
I'm like,
how
how
I
they
came
questioning
out.
you without your parents?
So it was essentially
Oh,
this is
okay.
how I was outed. I never got
You
to
were
tell my
outed.
parents.
That sucks.
Got you.
My parents, and of course my mom and my stepdad are black,
Mm-hmm.
and this, like, they all never been to college. My mom did later on in high school. She like got granted this thing, but they're coming up there from the perspective of, you're already a black kid.
You making it hard on yourself.
You're making it
type
hard
shit.
on yourself. And now, and then on top of that, them reading about the suicidal shit, like my dad, you know what I mean, black father standing there looking at him like all these white people telling him that his kid like might have to go to the mental, like he had to sign a release form because essentially what they tell me when I get in the room is you're never allowed to speak to the teacher again. You're never allowed to see her in any classes that you're in. You're gonna be removed from them.
He was probably heartbroken.
I lost my cool. I get up, I start swinging.
Cause I didn't
My
see
dad
my
is behind
joint.
me. Like, her room was like right by the principal's office, so I walk in her room in tears, and I just said happy birthday, and I walked out. Like, literally, I walked out because they were like, you can't see her or we will be calling the cops. Like, it was that deep. But then an investigation started because they were like, we need to make sure that you weren't like sexually assaulted,
Right.
And I was like, no. Literally, no. I was like, read the fucking. But then they asked the teacher for like our conversations, our pictures, our Skype calls, like whatever, because she did tutoring and
Yeah.
Like, it was a shit show. My mom was like, what the fuck,
Damn.
And so basically, I was still at the school, but I couldn't see her. And all of my closest friends, they got to essentially keep moving on. So of course, that created jealousy in my head.
Yeah.
That creates jealousy, that creates anger, that creates rebellion. Like, I'm lashing out to the point where I end up getting suspended for 21 days.
Damn.
They like my mom ended up deciding to pull me out of school and put me in the local high school.
Damn.
I'm 2.5 years deep into high school.
You in college.
I'm
They gonna-
essentially in college.
they gonna-
Right.
they
So
gonna put you as
I'm
a
taking
junior?
classes with juniors and seniors when I transfer
Yeah.
in the middle of my year because I'm so advanced.
Yeah.
To the point where it was like I went from school to school to school, but because they knew, remember how I told you I was like, they knew people were peeping the shit that we were doing,
Right.
Yeah.
and so was the staff. So when the superintendent found out, he was like, well, y'all are still obligated to finish her college education because y'all are aware and it's documented. Because my counselor had conversation, like I was seeing my counselor before I even met the poet.
Yeah.
So she knew in private all the
Right.
shit that was going on. So by default, they were kind of obligated to like still fulfill.
Oh, that's what's
so I
up.
still was able to get my associates until I graduated, but I still had to see her until my graduation, and I never spoke to her again. Every day I went from
Wow.
spending every day with somebody, talking to somebody every day, and like at that time, not knowing it, I was like, damn, like I'm really ready to like there's so many times where when I called her because I was so like ready to end it, and she was the person that would pull me out of it, and it just kind of like that's how my parents found out. That's how my
that's
family found
deep.
out, because my parents were like, what's going on with Kayla? Why isn't she in school? Let's back up a month ago. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
And that shit really fucked me up. And I started to see, like, I went to therapy for it. I saw 2 different therapists, and then that's how I ended up, crazy enough, creating my Instagram, because I felt like there was no community in the world. Like, there was nobody there. Like, I was like, okay, well, I gotta go, like, to the internet I go. Like, I'm gonna just be buried here, because everybody's, and all the students were looking at me like, look what you did, you almost got our teacher fired, look what you did, da da da. Like, y'all all knew.
Serious?
Like, stop playing. Like, y'all all knew.
Yeah.
Y'all be like, oh, that's cute. Like, y'all everybody entertained it, is what I'm saying.
Gotcha.
And when the shit fell and I was the one who pulled out, like, I was experiencing like a deep level of betrayal from so many people, because there's more shit to the story. But primarily the betrayal happened with the poet.
That's
you know
crazy.
what I mean? It was crazy. It's crazy. So it's really, really hard, like, now to, like, I don't say much, and I don't really, like, I won't push in relationships as much, in friendships, romance, whatever, just because, like, when I do, I mean what I say. Like, I mean what the fuck I say. Like, if I can do something, I'm gonna do it. If I say, like, this is between us, it's between us. I'm really, really, really big on, I won't say loyalty so much, but confidentiality. It's more so, like, protecting the privacy and the severity is something that you're learning. That's like if, you know, eXeL came to me and she was like, yo, like, something, like, going through it with my girl. That ain't for the whole Atlanta to know. Like, it's not for them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's where it's at. That's how I feel. That really fucked me up, though. Like, I couldn't tell the story without crying.
Your coming out story is a whole episode.
But I want it so fast.
It is a damn series.
I want to tell it in film. Like, you know how people do, like, you know how Janelle did, like, a dirty computer?
Yeah.
I was like, I want to, like, I don't know how to explain. Like, I can say this story years later without breaking down. I literally would hyperventilate and, like, it felt very post-traumatic.
Yeah.
I literally could not tell the story without being in complete, like, shambles. Like, I could not fucking tell the story.
I feel like the way you said it, though, we can all relate to that young high school person, because the thing, like how you said, like,
that shit got deep, though.
When you're young, you're fearless, right? And you don't understand consequence. So, like, that's why you were so aggressive and open, because we're fearless and we trying to figure out life, and we all been at that moment of trying to, like, coming to realize, like, you're gay, and, like, confiding in somebody. Like, I think even just the way you said it, don't take her story and make a script out of it. All right, let her tell her story, because she said she got more
that
teeth.
shit good. I was over here on the edge of my seat.
No, that's what I'm saying.
There's
like,
so much shit, but I literally, I don't know how. I literally used to say when that happened that I don't know how I'm gonna make it past 18, because I'm literally ready to go. I've never been so low, even in my adulthood. Like, I done went through some shit so far, but, like, not to the point where, like, I don't know. And I've lost people. I've lost friends. I've lost, like, to death and to just losing them, growing apart. But I've never cried that hard in my life.
So was that your first heartbreak?
That was my first heartbreak.
That's crazy.
I always consider it my first heartbreak and my first love.
Yo, your first heartbreak, don't nothing compared to that.
I'm trying to
I didn't eat. I didn't do anything. Plus, I was on punishment. I have no phone. I couldn't see my friends.
Damn.
So it was like, I was literally traumatized so bad. Yeah.
When you got older, did you try to reach out to the teacher?
I
Try to find her?
So here's the tea.
What's
so
the
like
tea? Let me get my drink.
when I turned 18, I definitely reached out, but I really reached out to tell her thank you, because I feel like in a time where I needed her the most, she showed up in the season. So it was I understood that I was gifted her presence in the season that she was needed.
Yeah.
This is a two-part tea.
Woo.
In the middle of my high school, this is so crazy. This is how crazy it is. In the middle of my high school career, I met one of my mentors who would end up becoming the person who, like, she's an older woman, but she did all my scholarship recommendations, yada, yada, yada. Like, she put me on Student Government Association for the college. Like, and she just really helped gave me find my purpose while I was at school. That really pushed me out. So before I reached out to the teacher, I put on a women's empowerment event for the college. All the women students, like all the female students come out, like, and pretty much there was a panel of women.
Yeah.
Guess who the fuck I invite to be a speaker on the panel?
The poet?
I did.
Wow.
Why?
Poet sees me. I hadn't seen her in 4 years.
Yeah.
Long story. Like, I went through a journey, though. There's so much more to it.
Yeah.
But listen.
Is not forgiving.
Listen. I
Sorry.
didn't. I hated her. She
Yeah.
was at the top of my hate list. She gets there. She doesn't know that I'm on the student government, so she doesn't know anything. She's going into this blind.
Yeah.
Cause like they were like, they were like, MK, who do you want to be on the speaker panel? I said, I got an idea. It's been years.
Yeah.
So that was
You
freshman
above
year to
me.
senior year.
Ooh.
She comes in, she sees me, she stands up, she starts speaking, and she points me out. And she said, when I met this girl, she was going through so much. Like, she was one of those people, she was one of those students that you meet that you know they have to do work. And I was angry, so I start crying as she's speaking. Everybody's looking at me in the room, like
Yeah.
the student government association looking at me.
They don't know.
Like everybody's looking at me, right? Because I invited them, and there's another story. Like a lot of my growth happened in high school, but I ran away from home. It's a long story, and then like the cops that were on my case were a lesbian couple. They happened to be married.
Shout out
Wow.
to lesbian.
Yeah. So, but I invited all three of them. So
Yeah.
they're the ones who like saw me going through my shit.
Yeah.
But I invited her there. She started speaking, and I grabbed the mic and I said, "I hated you. I hated you in my guts." And I started speaking everything that I wanted to tell her.
Wow.
That I never got to say. Like I said, I hated you so much. I didn't understand why you did what you did. I felt like it was completely insensitive. It was completely inappropriate. I felt like I was betrayed. I felt like this. I started throwing bullets. But then also through the journey, I was like, but I feel like if she hadn't done that, if she hadn't stepped in, what would that have become? Would I not be here for real? Because I was already on the end. And I was
True.
like, even though at the time it was absolutely, like I literally, like, it was on sight if I saw her. I was like, it was on sight if I see you. But I told her, I just told her thank you. Like I learned the art of forgiveness in the moment that it was presented.
Yeah.
Because I was like, if she literally didn't step in, I would not be MK. I would not be
So
that person.
I'm over here hating her, and
Don't hate her.
she changed your life.
Don't
Damn
hate
it.
her.
I never hated her,
But she
man.
didn't change. She didn't. No, she didn't
I never
change my
hated her.
life. She didn't change my life. But it's definitely like glasses. Like it's almost like you see a friend who's in an abusive relationship,
Right.
and nobody wants to step in because we know you. Like we'll tell you, like, girl, you might need to leave her. Like you might need to leave her. Blah blah blah. But you don't really do anything. Like she did the ultimate form of betrayal, but it definitely like forced me to fight for my own purpose and identity outside of
Damn,
everything
that's
around
deep.
me. Like it did.
I don't feel like we got this story the first time, but you said you just
We
now
did.
recently starting to speak about it.
No, I'm
But
happy
I
you
definitely
said that
appreciate that shit.
because
yeah.
I feel like somebody can relate to that in whatever type of way they can. But like, just so much you said, I feel like, bruh, that's deep.
I hated her. I did. I definitely did. I definitely did. I was like, I told her, I said, I always thought about what I was going to say and what I was going to do when I saw you again. But
It is true though. Maybe
makes
she
no
did
mistakes.
save you on that.
Yeah, plus once you become an adult and you go through certain things, like you said, in hindsight, you like, okay. Because if that was me and a student was telling me some shit like that, I ain't gonna lie, I would ASAP like, hey, yo, check in on this. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to suicidal thoughts and things like that. Like, that's something that you don't just be like, oh, nah, I'm gonna keep it between me and you. Like, nah, I need to let somebody else know, because if I don't and something happens, then I may feel guilty that I didn't speak on it.
Yeah.
Plus, she was like, she was just like a visitor, right? So she wasn't really on the campus with y'all all the time, right?
She
So
was just a visitor, but I was just like, damn, like I don't really know how the fuck I
trust
I
people.
need another drink.
Yeah, we need another drink,
stress
MK. Why
me
you start
out.
like that, man? Can you drink too with us? Cause
I did. I've been
We
sipping
love
as
you.
I told the story. I can't tell this.
I'm really happy you told that story, because I feel like within itself
yeah,
just says so much. And even how you ended it in saying that you thanked her.
yeah.
I did. That was me choosing a moment
Yeah.
of maturity. I was
Yeah.
like, I could hate her for the rest of my life for not being with the 28-year-old and letting that relationship or whatever it was run its course, or I could be like, you know what, in 4 years I didn't know myself and then I found it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? And me finding myself created a platform that brought me to this.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. Like, so God make no mistakes.
At all. And I'm glad you're able to speak on it without, like you said, getting into a deep, dark place again. So it's the growth for me.
It's the growth for me.
Shout out to you. All right. Well, at this point, we're going.
Welcome to the No Homo Show.
You have the award for the craziest coming out story.
And we couldn't even get into your parents' reaction or nothing for real.
What?
We gonna need a whole part 2
Yeah.
for what your parents.
Yeah.
We gonna talk about something else.
Yeah.
We're gonna switch gears.
For sure,
okay,
for sure.
let's switch gears.
We don't
All
want
right.
to stress you out.
So we wanted to talk about just connecting with your femininity.
Yeah.
Cause we have seen you do femininity.
Okay, Nemo.
No
We've seen
tea
you
in that.
do different phases. All right, so we met you in 2019.
Yes.
Now, when we first met you, we saw you from social media.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? You were super duper viral on there.
Yeah, we booked MK. What's up?
Yeah, it was never like we ever heard your voice. So when we saw you on social media, we just saw your face
I feel like she was dancing and shit.
on social media. But we never heard you speak though.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So when before I met you, I thought you were like a little softer. But then when I met you was giving daddy. You was like, hey, yo, yeah, what's up? Like, I'm
Big
MK. Like,
energy.
I'm like, what? You MK? Like, what's up? Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought I was about to give you a little hug and be like, hey, but you was giving like, nah, like, we're the bitches there. Like,
Britt's
oh
probably
my
checking
God,
you
you know
out.
what I'm saying? Like, so we just want to talk about just getting more comfortable with it because I feel like where we're at within our community, it is okay to be tapped into that side. You don't have to be so butch, and like super masculine all the time. Like, it's okay to get your nails done, get your toes done, you know what I mean? Get a little pedicure, get a little facial, and not feel less of whatever society thinks you should be as a mass presenting woman. So, in the alphabet, what do you most relate to in the alphabet, in the gay alphabet?
In the alphabet.
The gay alphabet.
Okay. Like you talking about the L, the G, the B, T, G?
Yeah.
Yeah, the gay alphabet, yeah.
I'm L. I'm
Okay.
the L word.
Throw up your L's if you real.
I'm the L word. I think people, I always say it. And
Yeah.
people be
She threw 'em
like,
up too.
Yeah,
They be
you
a
know what I
little.
mean?
What they don't think you're lesbian.
I identify
or what?
as a lesbian. Yeah. They think I got my man. They think I got a man. Hi.
Really?
They think I got a man. You know what I mean? But I'm like, I don't
I'm
know
gay
where
as
y'all get
fuck.
that from. The amount of shit that I went through, y'all think I'm about to two-step? I fought for this.
Is it like makeup or what is
Right, I
it?
don't know.
Because even
I think it is. I think too, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, I feel like, yes, like people hear my voice. Like, that's another thing. Like, outside of being queer, I think people will be like, oh, your voice is a lot deeper than I thought it was, but your face and all your features are softer. And you know, like my Asian features really bring that out too. I think it's just, I just look softer and I look more like, I don't know, from what I've heard, they be like, you look soft.
Yeah.
But I think, I don't know. My voice, when I start speaking, then they get it kind of fucked up. But I'm like, I never really tried to paint a specific image. I just think I loved I love makeup. I started playing in makeup early. Like freshman year, I was playing in makeup. Like I played makeup. My mom had a whole bunch laying around and I just loved it. It wasn't like it's something that I did intentionally to balance out my look. Like, you know how some people are like, oh, I might feel like some people it's an insecurity thing. Some people it's like, oh, like I want to make sure, like, you know how, I don't know, like for me, I just always like a good beat. So I always
period.
eXeL wear lashes on her birthday.
Oh my gosh.
No, there's this
so
one.
annoying.
There's this one.
MK, don't even go there with it.
And I said, okay.
Not too
I'm
much.
gonna find it. I feel like
Don't even look for it. Don't waste your time.
you might have deleted that shit too.
Yo, I saw it recently. It came up on my phone.
I was cute though.
Yeah, you was bad.
Alright.
But I'm just asking for people, not even for because we've talked to you, so we know you.
Yeah.
Don't act like we don't know you.
So-
we're asking people that may not be aware because I'm not gonna lie, even people when we bought you out, they didn't know what to expect neither because on social media it's one thing, but you know in person it's something completely different. But I think it's dope that
I'm trying
you
to
were
figure
just
out-
yourself.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to, like, I think it's always been difficult for me to bridge that gap just because I don't think it exists. Like,
Yeah.
my masculinity, I am the perfect blend. Like, I have the perfect like equilibrium
Period.
of masculinity and femininity. Like
You
it
really
never
do.
it never like truly truly like even in my music.
Yeah.
Like there's no like if you see my videos, if you see my content, if you see me speak, I go from one end to the other to one end to the other, and I think it's never something I practice. It's just that is inside me. I'm masculine, I'm feminine, you know, I like women, that's my preferred, you know, but that's why I just encapsulate it under the queer umbrella. Like I just be like, I'm queer as fuck, like
right.
Because even my pronouns are she, they, he, because I really don't
Period.
like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I'm embodying of all the energies out there, so I be feeling alien, like for real.
So when you first considered doing makeup and stuff, did you feel anything like, hold on, I feel masculine? Because you even talked about thinking about like being like transitioning, but then you were doing makeup. Did you ever go through any phase or anything like, hold on, if I'm a stud or if I'm masculine, should I wear makeup, or you just always embraced it?
Yeah, I always embraced it. I didn't think about it.
Yeah.
Like it's never been a conversation until other people were like, if you a stud, why do you wear makeup?
Right.
Then I was like, oh. I was like, I didn't know there was rules.
Right.
Like, for real. Like, and it wasn't really until I like signed and became an artist where it was like, oh, like, but how you gay, but you so hard, but you like, and in your voice, like, I don't, like, you know, it's a lot of processing issues.
Yes,
that people just be like, I don't really know. Like, and then if I twerk and it's good.
Ooh, we're throwing them all the way off.
What? They be like,
All right, I ain't gonna lie. You are a great balance. I don't even question you because, like, it looks great. But I ain't gonna lie. There is one person I follow. I'm scrolling on my timeline. I'm like, who's this? I'm following this person. Who's this? It look like a baddie. Bruh, I click. No.
Who is it? Say their name.
No. I don't even know their name for real. But look totally different.
What you mean?
Like, all right. I'm talking about weave, makeup, and then they went to straight roughneck stud.
Oh, okay. Not roughneck stud.
I'm looking for a roughneck. That fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like you, I feel like even when you had long hair, like it's always been you.
Yeah.
Now, bitch, that person is two different people.
is it giving like stud and a mama wear a dress on Sunday type shit?
No, it's given like, all right, you ever watch those makeup tutorials that you be like, hold on, this not right. Don't post a picture before the makeup because they look totally different.
Yeah.
It's one of those.
It's so night and day.
Yeah.
It's so extreme.
Listen,
I
ain't mad at it, but I'm not mad at it, but it's just like, this deceiving as fuck. But I mean, to each his own.
I think it really does. Like, I ain't gonna
sorry,
hold
y'all.
you.
It ain't the community. It's that person in general.
Now the flip flop, when it's not consistent, I get what you're saying. Like if it's not consistent, like, cause I have met a person I actually bagged a girl like that.
I wasn't even gonna put
like,
you out
all right,
there. Y'all tired
fuck
of
you,
me.
man. Fuck you. Fuck
Hold
you.
on, let me find out.
I bagged this girl, right? When I
Stud.
met her, she was dolled up, like film. Nothing about her gave stud. And then the next day,
She said, "Put
she
that
came
ass
to
up."
stud codes. And it just
Rich
threw
stuff
me
for
off
stud.
because I didn't even know she had that in her. You know what I'm saying? Because like me, I don't feel like I can give film. Like I feel like
She not one of them.
my shoulders
Hold on,
is
let me think
broad.
about that
You think I can
shit.
give film? I got a fat ass. Like
I'm
don't
about
get
to
it
say,
wrong.
that ass give film.
I think I can give film. You know what I mean? Without an ass, but like she had a good balance. Like when she was, but I didn't feel no different way about her. Like
But
it
I
never
don't-
was like, yo, you being too aggressive for me. Like it still was like, you know, her voice was soft and like she was submissive and everything.
So here's the tea though, right?
Yeah.
For a long time, like I was given touch me not, especially in college. I was like,
Really?
don't touch me. And I said I was a stud. I'm not gonna lie, I said I
Damn.
was a stud. And at the time, that's what I identified with. That's what felt most comfortable in terms of language.
Yeah.
But like, and a lot of people used to be like, oh, like you only date femmes. So then I was like, I guess I'll only date femmes because that's the only thing that's ever approached me for real.
Right.
Femmes be the ones, oh, you so pretty, girl, we gotta do our makeup together. And you're right, we will. But also, like, I never had been approached by any masculine presenting
no
women.
studs
any
never hit
studs.
on you.
One time in
Yeah.
college towards the end.
Yeah.
And
You
she
was
fine.
out of here.
Oh, she was fine, and I was like, I don't know. But it literally, like, we went on a date. It
Yeah.
wasn't like anything crazy. We went on one date, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I was still in my touch me not phase. She went to grab my ass at the movies, and I said,
Not the
"Ooh."
movies,
She said, "Ooh."
damn. Ain't y'all sitting down? She said, yeah, come here
Look,
real quick.
y'all
Yeah.
giggling
I
and
said no
shit.
because I was like, oop, don't touch. Don't touch me.
Don't touch.
Not too much, not too much. Here's some popcorn.
But I'm telling you, her haircut was dumb fire.
Yeah.
You're such a stud. Look, her hair.
She had a
I
chalk
said, her
hairline.
haircut was dumb fire. I was like, no, you low-key gotta be like, who the fuck lined you up? Because
Yeah.
that shit was right. And at the time, I had my undercut. It was growing.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay. But the thing is, I realized, I was like, I don't know, like, maybe she's not for me. But I was never opposed to dating masculine women, period.
Right,
like,
right.
I have yet now in Atlanta.
They about to slide in your DM.
Boy, no, what? When I moved here, it was like,
The aggressive films.
no,
No,
breast
studs.
Oh,
Studs came out the woodwork. Y'all parties.
They in the DM.
Cause you know why? Cause you got them fucking cat eyes. Look, when you do the makeup with the cat eyes,
What's behind the cat eyes? What is
I love
it?
a cat eye.
Yeah, that's cute.
Meow.
Yeah. What the fuck?
My cat.
You
But
fucking us
do you
up.
think? All right, so how do you break it to someone when you know they got like a mean ass crush on you, right? But they just really not your type, but they don't give up on it. Like they not letting up.
Or
Like,
what is your type?
I'll take it. I recently had to have this conversation
Oh,
with somebody, and I said, I've been rejected in all the ways possible. So I definitely know, like, I let them know like this, like, I am so flattered that.
Flatter? Hey, when you hear flatter,
I'm
it's
so
downhill.
flattered.
It's downhill.
I am honored.
Yeah, like, I have to keep it low key, like, nice, like, because I don't want to be like, I think it's cute, because that's so.
That's petty.
Like, you trying to play me, like,
Yeah.
no, I'm like, you know, I'm honestly flattered. Like, I love the fact that, like, you admire me and you adore me in all the ways you think. I mean, like, hold up, that's not nice. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can't quite find the words.
No, but I'm like, you know,
No,
I
but
think
that's
it's
tough to
like,
break down,
but it's
yeah.
not, like, I'm not really, like, looking for anything right now. That's always the nicest way. Because it's like, but, you know, and if they think, well, could you look for me one day? You know, I'm not really there.
Okay.
Right? You know, I'm
Don't
not
wait
really
on
there.
me.
Like, and I don't want to hurt your feelings. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you, like, I don't want to be misleading you or giving you false hope, yada, yada, yada. I mean, you can look, you can't touch.
Okay, period.
That
Yeah.
can't
So,
touch me.
so what is your type for those out there wondering?
Let
Since
me
we got this
tell
perfect balance of
you,
mask
I've been
and
having
film,
this thing
what's
for.
your type?
I've been having this thing for business women. Let me tell
Okay.
you. That's why I said I could be. I mean, I was manifesting when I said I was part-time sugar baby, but that's because I'm trying to manifest.
Yeah.
But I really, really have been loving these confident ass business, like, centered women. Like, they're like, you know, I get up, you know what I mean, I work out, you know what I mean,
Okay.
Yeah.
I start doing my shit, I got my brand, I got my this, I got my that, you know what I mean, like, but we can still go out, we can have a good time, we could travel. Like, I've been loving that.
Okay.
Bossed up,
I've
ladies.
been loving that. I love
Yeah.
chocolate. I ain't gonna hold you.
Okay,
Okay.
L.
I love little brand, you know what I mean? I love black women.
Yeah, period. Of
But,
course.
you know, so that's my preferred. But, and natural hair. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan at all of, like, you know, like, I want to pull it and make sure that shit in place. You feel me? Like,
I feel
no,
you.
I like natural, like, protective styles and
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
I'm saying, like,
Natural protective style.
personally,
Yo, you.
personally, like,
Yeah.
Hey, you can still pull with the
you got a
sewing.
bust down. I'm not busting it down.
Hold
But you
up.
my homegirl.
That's fair.
The bust down like the lace front.
Yeah, I'm not.
I don't do no lace front. Now.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Not my type though.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I
That's
love
fair.
that. Everybody gets to express themselves if they want to, but at the end of the day, for me though, like, I love the most natural, like, and then you gotta have a balance of masculine and feminine. Like, you don't have to wear heels, because I definitely will wear heels first. But
Okay.
It's giving. What do you got on? Because I'm.
but
I'm the
Look at
bad
my
bitch
heels
tonight.
versus your heels. Take
But
them off.
I like when
I'm weak.
because I've had lots of, like, most of my friends throughout life have been studs.
Yeah.
And it's like, but most of them are like, not too much, because that's like gay, and I'm like, no, you gotta have
No
like,
homo.
it's a maturity thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
it
once
is.
you, like, I'm not, like, when I first came out, I had the flag, I had the keychain. I don't
We
wear
all
that shit
did,
no
we
more.
all
You gotta have it.
You
gotta
know
have
what
it,
I
yeah.
mean? Like, I
Yeah.
had that, like, you know, I purposely would, like, do everything that I thought meant
Gay
this
as
and
fuck.
associated with, to give my signs, because
Right.
you don't know how to ask.
Holla at me. Holla at me.
You see
It's
me,
right
my
here.
hat.
Talk to me. Flirt
What?
with me.
But I think now in this, it's a maturity thing, and I think I'm attracted to maturity. I'm attracted to confidence. I'm a very well-spoken person, so I feel like I hold myself to such an insane standard that it's like I respect myself so much. Yeah. Period. Like I don't be out here like you're not gonna find me like I'm not.
Yeah, I don't think I seen her post.
I don't think anybody has ever seen me post a woman ever.
I've never,
ever.
You move
so
catch me.
So for clarity, it could be mass or femme as long as you bossed up.
Like it could be mass or femme. I love like just authentic. You know what I mean? Like authentic, like hardworking, confident. Like I don't care if you like. I don't like respectfully. Like it's not even a It's not like, I'm trying to say this without making it seem like, I'm not saying you gotta have a fucking Fortune 500 company. You could work at McDonald's, but you about your business. You feel me? Like you a hard worker. Like that's what I'm saying.
Respectfully.
You can hard work either way, but I'm just saying like, I just like people who are in the mindset of like, I wake up, I take care of myself. You know what I mean? Like quality, you know what I mean? Like,
because that's what you about. So you gotta have somebody that match your energy. So do you find any issues when it comes to gender roles or like in the bedroom? Because maybe you date someone that's like, they're a little masculine, but you got a little masculine too. So like, is there like, how does that
I think as I've evolved and as I've kind of went through these different spaces, like where it's like, okay, I'm super, super feminine, and then I'm not, then I am, then I'm not, then I am.
Right.
What I've naturally attracted lately, like just the people who've been coming up to me, reaching out, they embody both, and they understand that in a natural flow of whatever it is, it's just gonna happen the way it's supposed to happen. There's no pressure. I think when I was in college, it was more so like, you ain't touching me, put that ass up. Like it was only that energy.
Put that ass up. That's our next t-shirt. Put that ass up.
No, like you, like I was very much so like you could try, you could do a little something, but you ain't about to I'm not doing any of that.
I hate singers, bro. Did you hear I hit some notes? Like I could never.
You like that? It was clean. It was clean.
So it's like it goes without being spoken on. It's just like an energy, a vibe type of thing.
But I'm definitely giving and receiving. Like I feel like as I've matured, I just be like, I know what I like.
Yeah, because you can't be being selfish, MK.
What you mean?
That's not selfish.
I'm selfish.
What? So you were like a pillow princess?
No,
she was.
I'm saying like I was.
What's the difference between a pillow princess and a touch me not?
What? Pillow princess is the receiver.
Goddamn.
Yeah,
I got her fucked up. I got her fondled.
Is a receiver. And
a
it's
touch me
understanding. Don't get touched.
Oh.
Like I was like, I just wanted to put in the work, like, and like, you know what I mean, spoil and like, you know, pimp emotions a little bit.
I think both are selfish. I think pillow princess.
Yeah, because they were like, like a lot of girls were like, I want to strap you. Like, why you don't want the strap? And I'm like, I don't. First of all, you ain't worthy of the strap.
Okay, period.
Because some of these girls be like, I want to give it to you, yeah, but you look like you gonna play when you in there. Like,
okay. Don't waste my motherfucking time in my coaching.
Like I'm just saying, like if I decide to submit in that way and like. You know what I mean? Like, you better know what you're doing when you put it on. Because I know what I'm doing when I assume the fucking
big daddy energy.
Like,
hello.
And I talk shit that I back up for real. Like, because I be looking at them, they would be, like, a lot of girls be in their feelings. Like, oh.
Thank you.
You not going to, like, she don't want shit. And then people like, have you ever take strap? Like, now, as an adult. But, like, back then, I'm like, y'all play too much. Y'all just came out yesterday. Like, you don't know what you're doing. Like, girl, you going to fuck around and put it in my ass. Like.
Oh my Lord.
Yo, the ass is crazy, bro.
That gotta hurt.
Hold on. All right, so you have let somebody strap you before. No,
I love it.
You do. No, I
have.
I think we need people to speak on that if they with the shit. So okay.
As a more mask leaning person too, yeah. Like I actually love it. It's great.
Did you pick out the strap or did you just whatever they came with?
Yeah, I did.
What color was it and what size?
What? I like chocolate.
Okay, period.
Come on.
Be that black
dick. Look at with my rounds.
My booty all brown.
My strap
brown.
It's either my complexion, cause like you know what I mean. Like usually I got a roster, but in terms of like I don't like you gotta have the different sizes and two just in case you want to switch it up.
Yeah.
Word.
You know the McFlurry order different.
The McFlurry different. But I ain't never heard that.
It was definitely brown.
Okay.
It was nice. I was scared though. I ain't gonna hold you because it's my first time and I was like grown. Like I was like, oh shit. Like I'm really like. letting this happen.
So you lost your virginity to a strap.
I've been fingered before, but what do y'all equate that with? Because I say that
before.
you have sex once you let somebody finger
Yeah.
you. I don't care what it is. Some people are like I feel it's a little controversial to me for people to say that, oh, if you only got head, you've never had sex before. You've had you've never you're still a virgin. I don't believe that. I feel like if it's oral sex or if it's just like
okay.
Yeah, it's sex. Sex is sex.
I think we get different answers all the time because we actually talked about this because most people say you don't lose your virginity till it's with a man. And it's like, what if I don't
on this
like
show?
No, somebody came up here and said that before. Yeah, like we were talking about like what does it mean when you lose your virginity? It was like, well, when you have sex with a man, we like, well, what if you're like 100% lesbian, like you ain't gonna never be with no man? And it's like, all right, is it a finger?
I feel like I lost it to a fucking tampon.
Is it when you get your
I'm out of here, bye.
Fucking Playtex, whatever it's called, always is my shit.
Come on, we trying to get these sponsorships. Come on, Playtex. Come on, Playtex.
Oh, let's give MK the gift.
Yeah, you know what? Have you ever lost your virginity in your booty hole though?
No.
Booty hole brown.
Well, maybe
Oh my
you can
God,
today.
what are y'all giving me?
We are sponsored by Starship. And anybody that's watching, y'all can get 15% off with our code No Homo Show. But this is for MK. We're gonna give
The moon rocks.
Oh my God.
Okay, we're gonna let you get your rocks off.
A
Y'all
butt
trying
plug.
to get me to plug my ass.
Plug it up.
Or plug somebody else.
Or you can put it in somebody else. You can put it in somebody else. This one kind of big though. I ain't gonna lie. Have you ever put something in somebody else?
Hell yeah. What?
How
Plug
big
them up.
was it?
Bigger than that though.
Bigger than this?
Yeah.
Yo, cause this.
I never did a butt plug.
Fuck an
before.
enema,
I mean,
nigga.
I never used it. I never.
You gotta go. You need
But,
some lube too, or
yeah.
you got lube, or you need the
gotta
lube
get
too.
her
You went right over there.
What you say?
And this is water based. Ain't no slide. I mean glide.
This sound like I need to go get me a boyfriend for real.
No.
Like one I want to be
No, you
paid.
good.
No, you
No,
and
you
your,
good.
you and your.
I said fuck an enema. Oh, y'all are so sweet. I was ready to take that gift. I love it.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
You know, I thank you.
The moon rocks is crazy, bro.
Oh, Merry motherfucking Christmas.
Oh, that's wild. Starship need to update. Why it got a little residue on it? Who put this shit back in the box?
It got residue?
They
It
used
ain't no damn residue on that.
Let me take that out the box.
That's fresh out the
Moon
pack.
rocks, y'all. And not
Damn,
the,
it got booty hole residue. It got this security lock still on it.
I'm fucking dead.
No, this is nice. Y'all so sweet. Y'all
Yeah,
giving
you have
gifts.
fun
Y'all
with
done
that.
up y'all shit for 3
Yeah, you know
years
we
ago.
had to, okay, we had
They
to
got
step it up
shirts.
just a little bit.
I prefer
you know.
coochie shirts.
Yeah.
They got, you know what I mean?
And booty. I prefer
Yeah.
booty.
Next thing
okay?
you know, it's gonna be coochie vodka.
Okay.
All right, so I got a question. So, for anyone who's out there struggling with just being comfortable with who they are,
Yes.
they want to be feminine, but they girl might be like, yo, you too girly for me, because I've actually heard of some shit like that. What advice can you give for people to just be a little bit more comfortable and just
Okay, well,
Tap
first
in.
part is if they say that to you, leave them.
bye?
Why? Because
No, I said bye.
yeah, bye.
Yeah.
But
Why?
why?
But
But
why?
why?
Because the person that I feel like, my opinion, not speaking for everybody, but the person that you're with, the biggest key that I've learned in relationships and in the success of them is you have to forgive people and also and grow with them as they change. Like you gotta, like, communication is key, but you also gotta be, if you decide to be with somebody and you're saying you want to be with them forever, quote unquote, you're signing up to be with them through every season and stage of life.
Okay.
Facts.
And not just fall, and not just spring, and not just that, but everything that comes with it. And then the other part is keep struggling.
Okay.
No, I'm just kidding.
We didn't get there. It's like, damn.
No, not that.
The
I'm
struggle
saying,
is
like,
real.
Struggle's gonna
Nah,
bring
keep
you through
struggling.
it.
Keep struggling. Nah, I think my advice would just be kind of like what I just said, like just really be forgiving to yourself. That's been my motto to me, because I feel like I'm always I think when all that was going on, I was pressured on myself, me being my biggest critic, to like figure it out, make it make sense, and like be quick to define myself.
Yeah.
Like, well, I don't really know, like, how, because I wanted to explain this part of me that I was excited about to other people.
Yeah.
And there was no language to do it. That's why I think a lot of people go, well, are you a stud femme, da 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 da. I don't think,
Right.
sometimes it's misunderstanding, and it's like we got to be quick to but I was trying to, like, how do I say what I'm trying to say without it making it seem like I'm the poster child. Like, I'm trying to articulate that I'm not masculine or feminine, but I'm not this or that, but I'm this, but I want you to know.
Yeah.
Right.
So I think it's just more so like, as you go through the journey, take your time. We've all agreed.
Yeah.
Like, you got to take your time, because you're not always going to know, you know, like, you're not going to always have the answers, but then at the same time, just allowing yourself to experience life. I feel like as an artist too, like, some of the best artists, they've allowed themselves to experience life, which have made the best songs.
Right.
So same thing, like, how are you writing the soundtrack to your life? You know what I mean? Like, you got to really allow yourself to just be patient and, like, have fun. Like, you could be, like, you can have a relationship with a man and decide to have a relationship with a woman, and then maybe you're like, you know what, I'm aromantic, I'm asexual, I actually want to transition, you know what I mean? I want to do that, and that's where you're at. And I feel like allowing yourself to evolve is most important.
Nah,
Just let
that's
yourself
facts.
grow, because there's so many times where, like, people would say, like friends would tell, like, a lot of my friends have felt comfortable telling me, hey, I know I, like, was like super masculine and whatnot, but now I'm with a man, and, like, they didn't have any hesitation telling me, because, you know, I don't, like, it's all love. Like, whatever you want to be and whoever you choose to be with is your decision ultimately.
Right.
Hello?
I'm not eating your pussy. And if I was, like, shit, if I decide today, whoever I decide today, if I say, yo, like, I feel like I want to transition, if she don't say, well, shit, I guess I have a husband,
Yeah.
then, you know what I mean, or whatever it is, like,
Adios.
Yeah.
you feel me?
Yeah.
Gotta grow with people.
And
Now-
then what kind of lashes should eXeL get? Because I want her to come back with the lashes.
Hey, go to Angie's Beauty Supply. Angie Beauty Supply,
Write this
Beauty
down,
Master
bitch.
up there
Write
in
this
Stone
down,
Mountain.
bitch.
Beauty Master in Stone Mountain is busting. They got
You
You think I'm
1,000.
driving a Stone?
No, because the
man?
best was be in the
She
hood.
got a man. Brand new.
No, she gotta go back to the hood. She gotta keep it humble. You
That's
gotta go
it.
back-
I mean, it's
First of all,
not
I'm done with
in
my
That was you
lashes.
used to live at Stone Mountain.
Since that was crazy. All right, but
Beauty Master, Stone Mountain.
come
I
on,
want her to
I'm
bring her
done with
lashes
my
back, and I don't
Okay,
really
but
know
if
why
you
she
want some
stopped
hair
doing it.
gel, if you want something,
I already got my jam. You don't see them?
use jam too.
Yeah.
The orange joint.
Yeah,
That's my shit.
I love jam.
That's my shit.
Bro.
Your braids ain't moving at all. You know she got that silky
Stiff.
silk.
Stiff.
She got that Persian silky Moroccan.
Yeah, I got this in Stone Mountain. I got this at the same place.
She got
you got that-
micros, man.
I got
She
the
got
same-
micro. Ooh.
Alright, not too
Why you
much.
hype it? I was trying to slide
Cause you know
past that.
micro, like for real micros
Yeah.
with the like that's a lot to take out.
Come on.
Nah,
I'm
that's why
dreading
she
it.
took these out
Yeah,
yet,
they've
man.
been in here for 4 weeks.
Long as I ever
But they
seen.
not. I've seen. We've seen some smaller ones. Come on, like
Yeah.
early 2000s. Like I'm talking about the tiny joint with the hair at
Alright,
the
not
bottom.
too much on my hair. Alright, not too much on me. What the fuck? God.
We love
I just really want you to bring the lashes back, because I appreciated that when then my first
like
stud
it.
friend that wore lashes, and I was like, go ahead, you know.
Because look, this the thing. I always no. It's crazy you talk about your whole situation, because I feel like coming up, you do want to identify, like, understand how you identify and all that. But I always knew I was a bad bitch within.
Come on.
Okay,
Let me see if I can find that picture that
No,
came
I'm
from.
telling you, I'm
Oh,
gonna find
God.
it. I'm gonna find it. I know
No.
exactly what she's talking
Y'all-
about.
That picture that I'm talking.
Y'all-
Cause I
I'm
remember
not-
I was looking at my phone like this. I said,
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed of it. All right.
No, it's not a
Because I
shame.
always-
We just loved
I always
it.
wanted to be like. I always wanted motherfuckers to know, like, yeah, I'm a. pretty
I'm a
girl.
lady.
Yeah, but I'm over that now. You know what I'm saying? I said.
way, you
But
do
why?
Because I'm tired of being a bad bitch.
It's a lot of work
It's
to
a
carry
lot.
around this ass.
My feet hurt. Look. I'm weak.
If they get thick too, I see that ass poking when you out there.
Hey, that shit. I wore the right cargos today,
Dragging the
boy.
ragging.
Stop playing.
One do guidance, one gay guides.
Yes.
You got
Yeah,
any?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so we have guidance from the gay gods, right? So basically, people write us in and ask us questions, right?
Oh, dope. I
So-
love that. You're so good.
Yes.
Praise God.
So we here to help, help give guidance to our followers. They need some help.
they need
all right?
help. For real.
And
Should I
to
ask
help
2
them.
or 1?
2.
Okay. Let's I believe this is a man. I went to the profile and it was private. I wasn't about to follow to figure out, but I'm pretty
Shout
sure
out to
it's
all our men supporters. They love us here at the No Homo Show.
so
learn
they
so
said,
much.
my girl is not gay, but she loves lesbian porn. Should I be worried?
Nah, I love straight porn.
I'm not gonna lie. So the crazy thing is,
I love straight porn.
When
But is that the same as lesbian?
That is a difference, though.
There's difference, but I feel like I think the way that, if it was me, I feel like the way that if you're feeling any sense of kind of insecurity about it, doubt about it, like, I'd be like, yo, like, are you interested in exploring something new?
Right.
Like, in a way that's inviting, though. I wouldn't just be like, oh, you want a girl now? Like, what's good? Like, no, you don't. Like, if you really, because if you with the shits and y'all trying to, you know what I mean? Like, y'all trying to you can make that shit shake. Not me, though, but y'all be safe. You feel me?
Yeah.
But like, I would just ask that way. I'd be like, yo, like, you've been watching this. I see. And then I would, if he petty, though, he gonna put on some, like, Young and May and see if she like, I love this song, you know what I mean? Like,
testing her gaydar, like, let me see it be like this right here.
Yeah.
Yo, this is kind of random. Kind of going off of that, right? But I was dating this bisexual girl for a long time, all right? I mean, we was together. We was in a relationship. And one time I got booked somewhere, like, somewhere far or whatever. So I was out for, like, a week, right? Mm-hmm. And then this aged me, right? Because we was paying cable back then, right? And then the cable bill came back like that
with the pay-per-view.
Yeah, but I ain't gonna lie, it was lesbian porn.
Ooh.
So, but it kind of made me like, yeah, like she really with the shit. Because I was a little insecure because she had 2 kids. You know what I mean? But then when I seen the lesbian porn,
that was like confirmation.
Yeah,
like,
she with the
right,
big
she was like
stud daddy for real.
But I ain't gonna lie, I was mad because that shit was like $35.
Yeah, back in the day, they used, like, shout out to Pornhub for being free, because buying porn back in the day on like pay-per-view.
Look, I was broke. Yo, the bill is $70. You just added another $35. You thought I wasn't going to notice that?
Hey, sometimes it's reassuring, you know?
No, it was reassuring. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, yeah, all right. But I like how you said it, because I do feel like if she love you, even if she's into girls, she love you. But if you make her feel comfortable to express that, then it could be a good time.
Yeah. If that's what you're open to, or you can make a decision then and there, like, all right, well, let's talk about this. Because I feel like that's the problem. Like, we'll notice stuff about our partners, and then we'll be like, okay, but I'm gonna just wait and let them. I'm gonna just fuck around and just see if they tell me first. No, like, what you wait, you could be wasting your time on the wrong thing.
Right.
Yeah, I asked. We talked to Steezo and her girl and her
oh, shout out to Steezo.
Yeah, and
big Tate.
And Steezo like told her wife that like she was attracted to like men, but she wanted to kind of bend men over type shit.
Oh, beg them for sure.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but her expressing that to her wife, you would think like somebody might not say that to their wife, but her wife allowed her to express that, and that's all she wanted to do.
That's what I mean by maturity. When I say I'm attracted to maturity, it's the fact that can I be myself naked and you'll receive it
right. That's
with love,
big.
you know?
Okay, let's get into this last question. It's a long one.
Woo.
Let me get some water. Oh damn, I spilled my drink.
Yeah, you keep spilling it. She keep knocking it over.
My bad. Hey, I need some advice. I am new to the show. By the way, I love it. I gotta read that part. I ain't gonna skip that part.
Shout out to you.
Yeah, shout out to you. All right. So my question is, I just started talking to a stud who is a long distance. She is 9 hours away. I met her on a dating app. Should I say the dating app? Because are they sponsoring?
No, they gotta give us that chat.
All right. If you're a dating app, sponsor our show. We got you.
Call us when you're ready.
All right. She's super cool. Call us when you're ready. She's super cool, and we both just go out of long run. Oh, we both just got out. Okay, I think that's what she meant to say. All right, we both just got out of long running relationships. We have been talking for a couple of weeks, and we are really hitting it off. We talk every single day. We have even sex.
Ooh, I used to love a good sex.
I love a good sex.
I know, so
Make
soon.
it juicy.
That's what she said, okay? Am I moving too fast? I mean, I really like her. We have so much in common. We are both cancers. Cancer gang. All right,
I love cancers.
Oh, all right, good.
What? I'm a Taurus.
Okay, I like
I
too.
love
like
cancers.
Too.
It's
okay,
Britt.
Okay.
You don't like Aquarius?
I don't dislike them.
All right, y'all. We get distracted. We get distracted.
I love y'all. What?
All right. So we are both Cancers, but I don't know, should I slow this down? She's talking about coming to see me soon. I want to see her, but I'm scared if we have sex, I'm going to fall. I'm 25, by the way. Thanks for the advice.
Damn, she gave.
I like the details, but sometimes I
Cue
don't
the Moesha Diary music, because god damn.
Listen, first of all, I'm going to say, if you're a Cancer, I dated a Cancer before, and we fell very fast because we both could understand we're both sensitive about our shit. No, but we wasn't crying. We just was very emotional about our shit. But what would you say? First of all, sexting, that's not moving too fast. Y'all talk for a couple weeks. Y'all think that's moving too fast?
2 weeks.
Okay, that's what I was gonna say. Remind me of the duration.
Couple wasn't 2?
Probably like 3, 4. I'll just
so they've been talking 4 weeks.
Probably.
Yeah, they've been talking for 4. No, I don't know.
She didn't say exactly. You just said a couple.
A couple weeks. Is she moving too fast off the sexting? Let's just answer
And they
that.
both just got out of long-running relationships. That's like the biggest points.
I feel like if you're the type of person that'll fall for someone easy and you know it, you gotta really assess, like, all right, like, it's more of a conversation. Like, you gotta.
You're your R&B bag right now. She said.
She said,
no, I'm really thinking.
She said, if you love her.
Okay.
Okay.
You're doing an interlude right now. Come on, give us an interlude.
You gotta assess if you're the type of person that falls easily. One, I know Cancers too. They are the most emotional, like Pisces, Cancers. Water signs tend to be really emotional. That's beautiful though, because y'all tend to speak your like y'all can choose to speak your minds when it comes to things y'all feel. But I feel like if two people are going through some sort of heartbreak, right, or they're trying to get over it, whatever, I don't see any harm personally, because I've been there, in enjoying the company of somebody else. I've seen people who have got out of marriages, long marriages, met somebody 3 days later and they've been married longer than they did with the other person. So you really don't know. You really don't know. Like, you know how they be like, you close one door and you don't realize you open another, like somebody walk out for somebody to walk in type shit. Like, I feel like that could easily be the scenario. Just enjoy your time. We get so caught up in trying to figure out what it's gonna be.
Right.
You know, case in point, back to my advice for the person who's struggling on coming out, just allow yourself to experience it, bro. Like it's even though, yes, when we're going through things, I feel like they feel a lot bigger than what they really are. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Whether it's financial, whether it's relationship, it feels way massive because you feel that shit. We're very passionate. Like, humans are just really passionate about shit. Yeah. But I think in this day and age, just let that shit, like, let it rock. Like,
we be thinking too much.
Okay. It's giving a little bit of guilt there, especially with pointing out that they just got out of a long relationship. Am I moving too fast? Girl, go for it.
I would say go. But also, like, I would also say, though, because if you know that you fall in love fast, right, or like that you're really feeling this person, make sure they are over their ex. Like, it's one thing to be broken up.
How do you know, though, if they really over, if a person's really over their ex? Because I've never been able to really tell that.
Well, I think you could start getting signs a little bit, like if they're talking about them a lot,
bringing them up
and shit. But even like when I met my girl, she said she just got out of a relationship, so I ain't asking for her number. I'm like, give me your IG because I'll follow up with you later. Even though I text her, even though I end up getting her number, I end up texting her like 5 minutes later. All right, but that's my
I'll follow up with you in this 5 minutes later.
She said, to this day, she said I was hype. She said,
you try to have some standards. You try to have some standards. I feel you.
But I'm not gonna lie, I was like, yo, if you just got out something, I don't want to be in that stage. But luckily, that never, you know what I mean, was an issue. But anyway, on her second question, if the girl come down and visit her, and she fall for her, if she moving too fast, what y'all think? Listen, if you come down and visit me,
you deserve to get this coochie.
And we was already.
You coming to see me? I prefer. You're not hours away. You deserve.
I'm not gonna hold you. If I'm flying, you already knew what I was coming to get.
Yeah.
Like, But at the same time, y'all set the tone. Like,
Yes.
Yeah, facts. All
you
that
set the
sexting and
tone,
shit.
and then on top of that, you already know what you're signing up for when you're communicating with somebody. So if somebody, like, for example, say I just got out of a relationship and I meet somebody tomorrow at, oh yeah, I was at, you know, Boss Britt DJ eXeL party.
Ow.
Okay.
Right, meet somebody, which that happens all the time. Y'all got hella old. Like,
Yeah.
but I expect, I'm not gonna say I expect, but out of respect, if I just got out of a relationship, I'm gonna tell that person, like, yo, I'm not gonna hold you. I literally just got out of a relationship. I don't know if you want to engage in that, but I'm
Right.
feeling you,
Yeah.
and I'll do my best to communicate those feelings if you want to be in the loop. Like,
You
if
so great.
But I'm different. I pride myself.
Okay.
I've had betrayal trauma, so I pride my,
Gotcha.
like, not just in that situation that y'all learned about,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
consistently being fucked over.
Yeah.
So for me, I pride myself on being transparent.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite qualities. I'm gonna be transparent as fuck. Like, you gonna know, like, if you fucking up. You gonna know if I'm not feeling this.
Yeah.
You just gonna know. But not everybody's like that. A lot of people are afraid to tell the other person, like, I really feel like it's gonna fuck her up. Like, I really don't want to say it. Like, I feel like I'm helping. I'm someone, tell me all, give me the bullets first type
Yeah.
shit. Like, and then let me decide how I feel with the information later.
But you
But
think?
I like that. No, I definitely agree, especially if you're telling somebody like straight out the gate. Like, once I'm 100% honest with you and transparent, it's really up to you what you want to do with it. Cause I'm already let you know straight up, like, yo, this what it is. But I ain't gonna lie, if I fly to see you,
yeah, put it up.
and we've been sexting too on top
We
of that.
already, you already told me your coochie wet?
Come on, cause sex is like a foreplay. I'm here in person.
What?
Like, I
What's
kinda,
all that shit?
Down.
You know, like, keep that same motherfucking energy. You know what I'm saying? Now, if y'all wasn't sexing, then that would be a little different. But like, y'all already like kind of set that tone, that mood. It's like, yeah,
Yeah, I
Nah,
think
for
on
real.
I want them drops,
I think on top of
and I
that.
want to take them home in that plane. Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Down.
Baby, am I doing too much?
Oh my God.
No, for
Let's
real.
leave this singing up to MK. Okay?
Yeah, let's talk about some music too.
Oh no, I got just
All right,
something
go ahead,
to end
go
on. I got something to end on that.
All right.
I say, like y'all said, like, first of all, just what feel right. If it feel like, hold on, this maybe she's still attached or something, don't do it. But if
Yeah.
it feel right, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 3 months.
Right.
But go with the feeling. Don't force nothing. But
And be okay if like, cause I've done that too. You know, sometimes when you feel something, it don't always be accurate.
you feel it right there.
You know, like
It was,
I thought,
it was a fart.
Yeah, that's under your heart. That's gas. It wasn't even
I
up
thought
here.
you was really over that bitch. You got them covered up. You got a tattoo name. You got it covered up on you. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just not gonna be accurate, but you just gotta know what you're signing up for. There's gonna be a risk with stuff like
Yeah.
that, and you just gotta be willing to take with it.
Yeah, so we ain't even really. It's crazy because we didn't get into your music, but like you're a dope ass artist, performer,
Yeah, besides the gay stuff.
and then even like you will break it down like you a break dancer, but then you will twerk like you a baddie.
I sure will.
Like
Do you want to battle?
Shit.
You should battle eXeL. She's good at pop locking and shit.
yeah,
so,
pop.
So
up?
what's new with what you got coming up next? We just came to a
Shit.
dope event that you had.
Yes,
we got
thank
to sit
you.
down, and I
My
really
voice loud.
appreciate that event too, because one thing I will say is it hit different when you get to meet a person and have a conversation and sit down and
Yeah.
talk to them versus just social media. Social media, you got that shit down pat, but when motherfuckers can really feel you in person, because sometimes people look at people on social media and feel like, oh, you're cocky, you're arrogant, or they may
Facts.
think that, like, and then they meet you like, yo, you so down to earth and this and that. So I did really appreciate how you had a very intimate dinner. It was a 3-course meal.
It was-
MK had us
yes.
lit. We had bottles. We had water. We
You
was
know, I like
lit.
to treat my
Shout out to
girls.
Judy,
Yeah,
know
you
what
treat
I'm
your
saying?
girls right.
Yeah,
I like to
okay?
treat my girls. You know
But
what I mean?
what's something that you're really looking forward to that's coming up in your music career that you want people to pay attention to?
Right now, it's the album that I'm working on. I just started working on the albums. Real hush hush, but you know I fuck with y'all, so you know I'm gonna say
Exclusive.
for my girls, you
Okay.
know, for Daddy's Angels. You know
Okay.
But I'm,
Dinner.
I'm-
Now we here bitches.
Right.
That's
you know what I mean? You can't accept the bottle from me, not ever again,
Right.
bro, or a meal. I'ma run with that shit.
Okay.
Remember the time I fed you?
No, we love being fed. Look.
Especially 3-course
Wait,
meal.
why she put a side note? She's like, my man.
Okay, period. We was eating duck and some more shit.
Yeah.
But
I
no,
like, hell
I'm
nah.
excited. I'm excited for the album because, you know, just to put out a body of work. I haven't done that. I did an EP, but that's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
And that was at the top of like all the music that I ever put out was through quarantine, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like,
Damn.
I remember that. Yeah.
But that's why I was so excited to do the No Boys Allowed music video, because I felt like finally, like, I get to show a part of me, like I get to be more intimate in the video. I get to just like kind of show out yada yada yada. But I'm excited for the album, and I just started that, so that's going to be a work in progress, and I'll probably put like 2 or 3 more singles together. I'm not sure yet, but it's like early stages, like working in real time, working on it right now.
Yeah. And also doing the No Boys Allowed music video, right? I thought that was super dope, especially as a gay artist, right? And signed with a major label. How is it, like, even saying like, yo, I'm gonna do a track that says No Boys Allowed, like, are they against it or are they with it?
So the crazy part is I had like 4 or 5 singles, and that was the one that they were like, we love this one.
Wow.
Like I had like for real 3 solid options that I was like, I'm happy. Y'all heard some records.
Yeah.
I got way more shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I had 3 solid records that I was like, all right, I'm happy. Anyone we shoot the bullet on, pull the trigger on, like, let's go. And they the ones too that was like, the No Boys Allowed is that's
a vibe.
it. That's a vibe. Yeah. So I mean, I was really excited to like see the treatments and get into the process of like, what does the No Boys Allowed visual look like?
Music video fire.
But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of, I think businesses in general, not just labels, but labels primarily, are understanding that with TikTok, with YouTube, with everything that's happening, and it's just right now in the day, like in the age that we live in, you're gonna see a lot more queer people coming up and making music, like everybody too. Like we've got I can't even tell you what I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's a trans pop artist. You talking about Aniko?
Is that who you saying?
No, that's not who I'm talking about. But even Aniko, like they're like, the fact that they're taking over TikTok and they're blowing up, and
crazy.
They're signed to it's another, because we did an interview together for Glad, but they're signed to, I really want to say something. You did?
Yeah.
But yeah, like, that's my peoples. Yeah. That's my peoples. We definitely check in, because we know what it's, you know, we know what it's like, but that's what's coming up right now. Like we're the ones. Like if you go on Netflix now, I swear, like 3 of the top 10 is gonna be some queer shit. Hello, shout out First Kill if you haven't seen it.
Okay.
Definitely go watch.
Oh yeah.
Definitely go watch.
Star, look.
On occasion, part time. But that's where we're at. So it's you can't, like, we're not in the age of like, let's just keep it hush hush and take it low. Let's keep it hush. Like, nah, like, I made the decision to lead with that foot first, because that's my whole, like, some people like, why you, like, a lot of questions that I get, mostly from cis men, they'll be like, in the industry, and they'll be like, why is it only about the gay thing? Like, we know a lot of people who are gay, you don't have to lead with that. But I feel like the reason why I hold it so near and dear is because that is what shaped me. Some people, like, when I talked to Saucy Santana and he was like learning my story, like I was learning like his I think he said his mom was a pastor or a preacher or something like that, and I was like, oh, that shit crazy. But like, it for him, it's not like his target audience and the music that he makes, like the kind of music that he makes for people, it was giving more like, you want a motherfucking Birkin, like, we out here, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like for the bad bitches, like, you know, it's giving city girls, like,
you could definitely play him in a straight club. That's what I love about him.
You feel me?
And the girls will go off.
Yeah.
And it's not that I don't want that either. It's just the fact that in my introduction, like, I never wanted people to go back to the beginning of my music journey and be like, damn, she didn't say, like, she waited until she got, like, you know what I mean? Like, but that's who I am. Like, a lot of my storytelling, like, comes with, like, I fell in love with a teacher. She, like the shit fell apart. Like, I'm not, like, my life, that's what I've lived. I've dealt with consistent, like relationships where, oh, like, you cheated on me with my best friend and sent me the video. Like, I didn't, like, bro,
episode
what?
number 2. Look.
Bro, what? Like, my whole existence has, like, evolved through my queerness. So of course
Right.
my music and my, like, I cannot run away from that.
Right,
So the
'cause
only
that's your
truth
story.
that I know to tell is from that angle.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, I'll make music for everybody at the end of the day. Like, I want to make music I want to continue to make music
Yeah.
for everybody.
Right.
But at the same time, I'm not going to neglect who I am first.
Right.
Yeah.
This is my shit. This is my story. This is my, like, when I, like, me, like, when you put out video, when you decide to act, when you put this shit on the internet, you're essentially immortalizing yourself.
Right.
It's out there for the rest of your life for people to see. Like, I want people to know, like, the craziest parts of me were the truth, though. Like, when
Yeah.
they sit here and watch this, no one's ever, anybody who knows me, like, in real life, and people who know me on the internet, it's never gonna be like, oh, but that don't match up. Like, that's not, like, you're gonna know, like, that's
Yeah.
me. Like, I'm not just sitting here trying to conjure up some shit,
Yeah.
and make it
Right.
make, like, to fit. Like, no,
Oh,
like,
we know
nigga,
that
what?
story was
Yeah.
real. That story was deep. We was,
What? I didn't cry. The
Yeah.
fuck? Like,
Yeah.
but any other time, like, that's, you know?
No, we
so
appreciate you
everything
sharing
is
that,
like
too.
leading with that.
I think it's a double standard too because they don't ask straight artists like, why you leading with bitches and hoes?
okay.
Oh my mama.
Why you leading with drugs and lean? Like,
Oh my hood.
that's
for
just
real.
people speaking their life and what they live, what they can relate to, their story.
You never asked that.
And that's why I fuck with you for even like just staying true to what you want to speak about, because it's not even like you trying to be like, not saying like, I know it's intentional, but it's never like I'm pushing the gay agenda. Like,
Yeah,
it's like,
nah.
yo, I'm just speaking about, I want to talk about a girl today, I'm gonna write about a girl today. Like, I'm just speaking my story. So I do think it's like a double standard, and people just have a very hard time understanding the community. Like, it's
Yeah.
really, they overthink us. Even ourselves, we overthink.
We do.
It's
we
just
do.
like, yo, we just living a life that we're attracted to what we like, and we're gonna talk about what we like.
Why wouldn't we?
It's that simple. Like, so shout out
Yeah.
to you,
And
because I know it's not easy.
and this is the time. This is the time. For,
Yeah.
like,
Absolutely.
artists like you. You know what I'm
And
saying?
take back
Because-
over our narrative, because one thing I
Yeah.
tell you I'm tired of is all the gay stuff that's out there that I can't relate to. That's up here
real.
written by these horny white men talking
Yeah.
about, yo, lesbian, met at the bar, went home and scissored. Like, yo, it's way
No.
more to our life. That's a big part.
I think we should see.
But it's way more to it, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Damn,
they want to
Cardi.
sexualize and
Cardi
everything.
tried to sexualize us. Fuck that. That line was hard. That line was
Hey,
hard. We
Cardi,
all-
Cardi can talk about whatever she wants.
lesbians in the
Cardi
club
told me
love
I was
that
fine.
line.
Cardi can talk about whatever the fuck she
Yeah.
want, you know what I'm saying? But
Cardi told me I was fine, so
Bitch, Cardi, Beyonce.
yeah, you good.
Can you introduce
You really
me? That's
can't
my
say
cousin. I
nothing.
ain't even.
You right. Let that shit
Hey,
go on one ear out the
I ain't gonna tell
other.
them who I was on the phone with yesterday.
Who you was on the phone with? No,
They
no,
all,
I'm saying.
hey, nah, I ain't gonna say it. I'll tell you.
All right, off camera.
But
off
I'm
camera.
saying,
Jackson,
I'm saying in
he
the
lied.
sense that I already got my validation.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I wanted it, but I
Yeah.
got it. But
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Nah, you going up, and even though you've been going up, the best is yet to come. Like I can
is.
see it, and
And you
we
so
support
young,
you.
like
Yeah.
you so young, like
I mean, she
Thank you
got
for saying that.
her
Like, I
damn
really be trying to
associate-
hold on to 21.
let it go.
I be trying to because I really feel like when quarantine happened, when COVID happened, like something with the fucking space. Because I feel like I got old and got young. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I
No,
feel
you
like
got
my
wiser
body
through
aged.
quarantine. Quarantine made you think different. It made you be like, hold up, what really matters? You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Y'all
Quarantine
vaccinated?
either made you.
You said what?
Y'all
Nah,
vaccinated?
I ain't vaccinated.
Nah.
Nah.
Are you? Fuck.
Nah.
It's a no.
Like, yo, y'all
Remember that? Hey,
vaccinated?
I ain't gonna lie. One time,
What?
we was at an event. The dude wanted to take us up this elevator to show us the spot, and he was like, "Are y'all vaccinated?" Me and her was like, "Yeah." And then he was like, "All right, let's go."
Where was we at?
The rooftop joint on Edgewood.
Oh,
We
shit.
lied to him. You don't remember?
No.
I was like, yeah,
y'all
because
get
he
sick?
really was gonna treat me different. Remember when motherfuckers was treating people different?
No, they
That-
still be trying to.
Now the vaccinate over there.
They got side effects and everything. We ain't here
Alright,
to talk
alright,
about
we
none of
know
y'all.
that.
though,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
for
saying?
real, for
We
real.
like y'all, but
I love us
the
for real.
hookah, our vaccination was in the hookah.
Right, we was the
Yeah.
test run for COVID. They
Atlanta
put us
got
back
through that.
outside in 3 months.
We got through that.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah.
And we
She
all
like,
caught
I'm
it.
gonna stay out of this. She like, I'm a major artist.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let y'all do
Shit.
that. All
Nah,
right.
but
Hey, do what
MK
you want. Do what you want.
Nah, we
fact.
really appreciate you, and just like the amount of time that we've been able to be like, not like super close friends, but friends. You know, I call you my friend. You know, it's my dog, it's my nigga. And
my dog.
we appreciate the consistency, because we know how this shit you can get in your head about a lot of things.
Oof.
The entertainment industry is full of like good people, bad people, and sometimes the bad outweighs the good. So we just appreciate you just trucking through and being consistent, always supporting us whenever we call you. You always there for us, so we want to let you know, like, we here for you as well. Like, anything you need, don't ever hesitate to call us.
Also,
especially if you're gonna feed us a 3-course meal.
Yes,
we there every time, Daddy, and I'll call you Daddy. Hello.
Before I forget, the episode you were on that you recorded at the club.
Vice.
Yes.
I watched that. She literally, did you watch it?
No.
You gotta watch it.
She literally said,
It's long.
I'm going to Boss Britt DJ eXeL party.
Period.
They turned up.
Yeah.
And we appreciate that. That means a whole lot. Like, I was watching, watch that back. It was just, yeah.
But they didn't put the crazy part is, real quick, like, there's so much they shot.
I remember you
And
telling
I
us
told
that,
them before I entered the club, we shot a scene outside, and I was telling them, like, they're all the first people that I met in my journey as an artist in terms of
crazy.
what it looked like promoting DJs, blah, blah, blah. I was, like, basically saying, so we're about to go in there, you're gonna get a chance to meet them, get a little taste. This is a new venue for them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so I've been rocking with the blah, blah, blah. It didn't even go in there,
It's
but
all
I
good.
didn't say what I wanted to say.
We appreciate 1 second.
Nah,
We
for
will
real. Or even
pause
just
that.
calling us. You could
Because
have
Big
went
Frida
anywhere.
narrated. You have to
You
watch it.
already know. I was asking you. I was asking you where can I find it when we was at the dinner.
Yeah,
It's on YouTube.
It's on
Okay,
YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah,
Okay,
they aired it on TV though.
Yeah.
It was on TV.
Okay, that's lit.
I meant to send it to you actually, but yes, shout out to you, man. We
Thank you.
appreciate that.
You're a real
You
one.
so dope. We going up the No Homo Show, MK XYZ.
Whole lot of gay shit. Gay.
All right.
Whole lot of gay shit. Whole lot of gay. I like that.
Boss Britt, we certified, and DJ eXeL.